Sidney Powell, along with Fox News and former Fox News personality Lou Dobbs, have been hit with another lawsuit alleging defamation based on the election lies that Powell, Dobbs, and Fox News allegedly said. And of course, just so everybody understands, we have to say allegedly because they have not been found guilty. There has been no verdict against them. So in order to avoid defamation suits against ourselves, we have to say words like allegedly, and we have to say accused. I get questions about that all the time, by the way, which is why I'm just clarifying that right now. Since there's been no convictions, it's all alleged. But anyway, this Venezuelan businessman is filing lawsuit against these individuals and, of course, the entity Fox News itself, alleging that after the 2020 election, they decided to scoop him up into their conspiracy theory that somehow Venezuela was responsible for rigging the 2020 election in favor of Joe Biden and against Donald Trump. Now, I'm sure we all remember that one, right? Because that was a big one. And of course, that was the first one. That somehow the people who allegedly rigged the election for Hugo Chavez down in Venezuela, they came back and they rigged it here in the United States. And of course, Smartmatic was involved down there in Venezuela, allegedly. And so they came to the U.S. and they're doing it here too. And they were a Venezuelan businessman. And, that's this guy. A man by the name of, by the way, Majed Khalil, if that's how you pronounce it. If not, my apologies here. So anyway, they accused him of being involved with the original plot to rig the election via Smartmatic in Venezuela. And then, of course, when it came time to do it here in the United States, they said, hey, this guy was involved. And, of course, Lou Dobbs also decided to say, you know what? We think he's linked to terrorist organizations in the Middle East, too. Like, just out of nowhere, randomly decided, hey, you know what else? You want to make the guy seem super scary, this businessman from Venezuela? Let's just say he's a part of a terrorist group. So that's what this man had to deal with. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he finds his name in the news, realizing that these nut jobs over here in America are accusing him of somehow rigging their election. So yes, a horrible situation for this man. And for the record, this lawsuit was actually filed earlier this month. It's one of those stories that kind of flew under the radar as so much other stuff, mostly Omicron, was happening here in the United States. So now Sidney Powell, again, facing another lawsuit. And of course, Dobbs and Fox News. Fox is probably going to get away with this one, I think. Especially with the man not being here from the United States. I think Fox News will just say, hey, we were reporting on what they were saying. So, don't shoot the messenger. However, the messengers themselves, Powell and Dobbs, they likely don't have a leg to stand on, especially because Mr. Khalil said, nobody ever reached out to me. Nobody tried to call me and say, hey, did you rig the election? Hey, we're about to accuse you of some major election interference, international sabotage. Would you like to give us a quote from... So nothing. So yes, the fact that they ran with this story without doing due diligence, at the very least, in my opinion, I think this would be easy to show negligence with. And hopefully, like all of the other lawsuits she is facing as well, Sidney Powell will lose. That is what I want to happen. Now, normally, I'm not so adamant. I'm not necessarily one to typically wish ill upon others. But this election farce has gone too far. The conspiracy theories were absolutely out of control, and now you have a majority of Republicans in this country who believe that the 2020 election was stolen. So yes, I do hope those responsible, which in my opinion includes Sidney Powell, I hope they pay dearly financially for their lies and the damage, of course, that they've done to this country.